The edits. 1. Cut, flow, tension. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use CapCut Essentials, generate a storyboard, layer and sequence clips, and edit for feel, emotion, rhythm, tone, flow, pacing, transitions, and clarity, continuity, sound, structure. You will also learn how to control tension by speeding scenes up to tighten them or slowing them down to build suspense.
Launch CapCut and click on Create Project. Now let's upload the clips. Click on that. Find your document, select all the clips and upload. Now the clips are uploaded. We're going to drag and drop them over here in sequence.
But what if you're not sure of the right sequence? That's where a storyboard can help. A storyboard is a simple visual plan. Think of it as your map. We could have used this earlier after writing the script to create a visual guide for image generation.
Storyboard.
Let's create a storyboard. So you don't know how to sequence the clips, but you do know how you want the movie to end. No problem. Just run over to the branched ChatGPT page and insert this prompt. ChatGPT would understand the context because you are using the same branched chat you've been using all along. Now, here's what ChatGPT generated. It did not generate an image, but text of the flow, frame by frame. Now, this is very good because you can now have a look at it and see if it has the right tension, because that's what you want. Does it have the right flow or tension? Now, if you're satisfied with this, you can go in and now prompt ChatGPT to generate an image and let it know how many frames you want that image to have. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do this. Rather, I want you to do it. So
it's assignment time. You are going to create a storyboard. Here are the steps. Step 1. Go to your branched chat on ChatGPT. Step 2. Prompt ChatGPT to create an image storyboard with 6 to 8 frames. Here's an example prompt. Create an image storyboard with 6 to 8 frames for our movie scene.
Upload your storyboard in the assignment section. Feel free to show it off in the forum below for peer feedback.
But what if you already carry a vision for the flow? Then you are ready. Here is your path.
Great, so you have a clear sequence in mind. Use a prompt like this. This spells out the exact sequence frame by frame. And ChatGPT will generate your storyboard as it has done here. Excellent, we have a storyboard. Now let's get back to putting our clips together.
As we dive back into the heart of video editing, think of sequencing your clips as crafting a journey. The storyboard acts as your map, providing a clear path to follow. But remember, it's not just about sticking to the planned route. This is your chance to be creative. Don't hesitate to shuffle those clips around. Consider what enhances the storytelling. Maybe shifting a moment of high tension right before a release leads to more impact. As you rearrange, pay attention to the emotional ebb and flow, guiding your audience through the peaks and valleys. Every twist and turn can build anticipation or deliver a satisfying resolution. Embrace the freedom to innovate and let your instincts guide you toward a more captivating narrative.
So let's place the clips in the timeline, following the storyboard as our guide. So it's first the establishing shot, which has 2 clips. Remember, we had the first clip and we prefer the one with the man walking in through the door. And the second clip would be the continuation of the first clip. There are 2 continuation clips, and I'm trying to decide which one flows more seamlessly from first to second. Let's go with this one, and we'll play them together to check flow. Now, let's get rid of that background music, shall we? First, ensure the clip has been selected. If it has a white border around it, it has. Next, click on Audio in the menu bar. Now move the volume lever all the way to the left. Repeat the same process for the second clip. And that's how you mute audio. Now let's grab the next set of clips. Based on our storyboard, the next clip is the hand-on cup scene or clip. Now, for us, there are 3 clips for that scene. We have the zoom in from the establishing wide shot to the hands on the cup. We have focus close up on his hands fidgeting on the cup. And we have over the shoulder Riley with Alex facing us with his hands on the cup. Now let's see how we use those 3 clips in the scene. So I just noticed that the clip is smaller than CapCut's video frame. So let's resolve that. These round circles and white framing around the clip means the clip has been selected. If you don't see them, simply click on the clip. Now move your cursor to one of the round dots. A double-headed arrow would appear. Now, holding the cursor down, pull the clip to fill the frame. You may have noticed that I only placed the establishing shot 2 hands on cup clip as well as the focus on the hands clip. I did not place the OTS over Riley's shoulder looking at Alex holding a cup clip. And that's because I'm trying to decide if I should get Riley to speak first before I place that last clip. Should I get her to speak? Would that create the right sort of flow and tension? And then from the speaking scene, go to the close up on his face. Basically, observe my decision-making process.
You betrayed me. You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say? You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say?
So I've decided to go with this OTS Alex clip. Now I'm deciding which one of them to select.
You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say? You betrayed me. How can I trust anything? Alex, you sold me out. How you
So I'm going with this one because I feel it has the smoothest transition, the smoothest flow of the 3. Next, I'll add the close-up on Alex clip. As you can see, I'm basically following the guidance of the storyboard. Now, I'm adding it on top of the other clip, not beside like I've been doing, but on top.
You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say?
See what happened there? The top clip took priority over the one underneath. This is called layering. We layer to have more control and more storytelling options without having to delete the clip. Just keep in mind that if it is at the top layer, it would be visible. If at the bottom layer, it will not be visible. Now let's place that back on the regular timeline and drag the next clip, which would be the hand on the cup and Riley's OTS. After that, we'll place the last clip, which is Alex speaking.
I didn't mean to. It just... Let me explain.
Now clips are assembled, it's time to edit.
All set. Clips assembled. Now we edit.
Editing is about feel, flow, and clarity. Feel deals with things like emotion. You ask, how do I want the audience to feel right now? There's also rhythm. When does my gut say, speeding up this clip, slow it down, or cut it? Feel also has to do with the tone. How do you want the scene to feel? Do you want it to be tense, relaxed, funny, or adventurous? To make the scene or the movie feel right, editors have to rely on their instincts. And this may come from years of experience, or some are just born with it. But whichever way, you can always sharpen your instincts by playing around with movies just like we're doing. Next, we have the flow. With flow, we ask questions like the story order. Does this moment belong here or somewhere else? We ask about the pacing. Is this dragging or moving too fast? And the transitions. Do the shots move into each other smoothly? And last, but certainly not the least, we have clarity. With clarity, we think of things like continuity, which means making sure things stay the same between shots. For instance, if there's a cup in Alex's hand in one shot, it shouldn't suddenly disappear in the next unless there's a logical explanation, like a waiter comes and takes it away. We think of things like sound. So how does the voices, the music, and the sound effects all sit together cleanly without fighting? And finally, with clarity, you must think about structure, which is the movie must have a clear beginning, which flows nicely into a middle and then an end, so the viewer always knows what's going on. To round up, editing is really about feel, make the audience feel something, flow, make the story move smoothly, and clarity, make sure no one gets lost. Now let's get back to editing, and do observe how I apply these three elements. I'm going to speed up the first two scenes to compress tension, and I'll be speeding up both clips to the same degree so they continue to flow in nicely. So let's select the first clip. Now click on speed in the editing menu. These arrows control the speed. The upward facing one, as you would imagine, would increase the speed, and the lower facing one decreases the speed. When you increase the speed, the lever would move towards the right, and when you decrease it, it moves towards the left. Now let's increase the speed for the clips. So notice we've increased it by 0.2 steps, and we'll do that for the next clip as well. So here I'm checking for flow between the clips, and I think I want to speed up the motion here as well. For now, I'll do it to the same degree as the first two clips, which is by 0.2. And I'll come back to it later. I'm not quite satisfied with it, but let's crack on with the next clip. Did you notice that? The establishing to hand shot appears zoomed in, whereas the focus on the hand shot appears zoomed out. Now to fix this, what we're going to do is select the clip, then go to any of the four corners and click. Your double-headed arrow would appear. Now pull to expand the clip. We learned how to do this earlier. If you need to expand further, you zoom in so you can access the four corners. You can use this button to zoom in. Now that flows better, doesn't it? Now for this focus on hand holding cup clip, I think it's a bit too long. To create tension for me at this point, I want this clip shorter. So I would be cutting it. I would be using either the cut left or cut right tool, but now I need to decide which section I want to cut off. So what happened? I deleted the clip left, did not like it, and clicked on the undo button.
You betrayed. You.
So I want this clip to be shorter and I want to cut it. So I'm assessing to see which section has more emotional meat, is more emotionally dense. And I think this latter part would do. So I'm going to cut it from that point. You're going to see me speed up a few clips. I'm doing this to ramp up the tension and keep us focused on the most emotional moments. What I'm trying to do here is to make sure each reaction holds for the right amount of time. So I'm deciding what should move faster and what should breathe. You know what? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the forum. Which moments would you have let breathe and which ones would you have sped up?
Thing you say. Hey.
I didn't mean to. It just... Let me explain.
I'll quicken this a lot more because I want the camera to move really fast from the establishing wide to the hands. Just like that. Now let's watch the whole movie and check how it flows. We're looking to see if anything feels off, too fast, or too slow.
You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say?
I didn't mean to. It just... Let me explain.
Okay, so I'm looking at this sequence and it feels a bit off. So I'm going to shuffle a few clips for better flow. I want us to now move from the close-up on Alex's hand to a medium shot of Alex with a cup, then to Riley speaking, and finally we want to see Alex's reaction and his words. So that gives the scene a smoother story flow and a more, I believe, satisfying build.
It just... Let me explain.
You betrayed me. How can I trust anything you say?
I didn't mean to. It just... Let me explain.
And that's a wrap.